Good morning, YouTubers. It's Mike here with Hills and Haulers Homestead, and that is the sun coming up behind me here at 6 a.m. And today begins the twice-a-day feeding for the meat birds. A lot of people will just do 12 hours on, 12 hours off throughout the whole life cycle of the bird before they process it. And we've done that up until today. And actually, yesterday was their 5-week hatch date. So officially, they're 5 weeks old. And I'm beginning, and I should have started yesterday, but by the time I got to remembering things and I got enough blood flow to my brain to get things working, I forgot, and it was too late because I don't want to feed them in too close intervals. So I'd much rather start at 6 a.m. and then feed them again about 5:30 p.m. and get that coverage there. So now they are getting 2 full scoops each. Tractor is getting 2 full scoops in their feeders, and they're getting it twice a day, and they are growing, and that begins today. So 5 weeks old, adult twice a day feeding begins. And I typically started a little sooner on it than this, but like I said, I waited this time. It's still a work in progress here. So here, I'll show you a couple things about these chickens. All right, so yes, they are big. It's the camera does them no justice. What I talked about before on a previous video was the 4-foot galvanized hanging feeder here. Now you can set it on the ground or you can hang it, and I prefer to hang it, get it up off the ground because we moved the tractors. They're already, not all of them are there at the trough eating, but they're already starting to crowd out a little bit. And you know, within another week or so, they're really going to be fighting for space, even though they fight for space pretty frequently anyway, because they're just pigs, literal pigs with feathers, how much they eat. So I've got those pipes, those 4-inch pipes, I'm going to have to get cut and make longer. I'm going to make 7-foot long feeders instead of the 4-foot. That way they don't crowd out because they're getting big. So again, I'd have probably started, typically I would have started the day that I put them out on a pasture. But for whatever reason, and no excuse and nothing extravagant here, I just didn't do it. So 5 weeks, 3 weeks to process date, we're going to start feeding them twice a day. And I'm guessing they're probably 4 pounds now, maybe even a little over 4 pounds now. So in the next 3 weeks, we should really start seeing some growth. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, catch that sunshine coming up over the West Virginia mountains here, and say good morning to y'all. All right, so I'll get these guys locked back up. I got the coffee brewing, ready to start my work day for the paying man, aka the federal government. All right, we're locked up there. Let's get the fence turned back on. All right, so since we've turned the guineas loose as in opening up their door to let them roam in free range throughout the day, they never would go back in their coop. They would never go back to roost at night. They have been roosting on the ground, somewhere in the yard around a pine tree or something. And you can't catch a guinea. You're not going to catch a guinea, trust me. If you think a chicken is hard, a guinea is worse. And we have went from 10 to 3. And we have some pretty significant predation going on. We lost 4 night before last. And I'm thinking probably a family of fox or a pack of coyotes. These birds can fly. I've seen them fly. I know they can fly and fly. They were all caught on the ground and various parts of the yard. So I know it was a pack of something that got them, because they didn't just hang around while one by one, you know. So we're down to 3. I can't catch them. I can't get them forced into a coop or anything like that at this point. And I hate that, but you know, I guess that's why we have such abundant wildlife around here, is because dummies like me. No, honestly, I tried. I truly honestly tried to get them back in, and you just can't. You really can't. So I'm probably going to be starting over with guineas. I have 2 American breasts brooding on 2 big clutches of eggs. The mystery 4th breed is in the incubator. I think we're at day 18 today, or counting down from 21 to 21 days. So we're like day 3 or 4 now. And my plan is if I can find guinea keats, that I'll just incorporate them with my new chicks and raise them together. And that way this batch of guineas will know to go to the coop and go to roost at night in their safety. And that's a lot of people, when I see this stuff and hear about, you know, people losing their chickens and stuff like that to predation, it's typically, and even in the coop, it's because they don't secure the coop. And my coops are secured, but unfortunately I can't force these guys in there. I can't get them. But oh well, again, we'll start over. Just one of those things. I can't set up all night and hope for something to come in the yard and me to whack, because that just wouldn't work. I don't think I could stay up past midnight, to be honest with you. But all right, I'm rambling. It's early. I got things to do. Gonna be a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'll catch you guys up on the garden here later. Stay prepared, stay free. God bless y'all.